TLDR, AITAH for ending/limiting my best friendship of 18 years after she lashed out at me over a rumor, assuming it was true while knowing her source had a history of lying, before she simply asked me about it. It was not at all true. This is long and I'm sorry. Okay, so a bit of backstory. I, 32F, have had this best friend, 32F. I'll call her S since my freshman year, year 9 of high school. So 18 years now. We met at school and quickly became inseparable. Over the years we have remained best friends even when life took us in different directions and life paths, such as me being single, traveling, focusing on myself, and her becoming a wife and mother and focusing on that. We remained absolute best friends. She had met her soon-to-be ex-husband, 32M. I'll call him M, in high school. They broke up many times over the years, dated other people, but always wound up back together. Eventually, they got married after she became pregnant with their oldest around summer 2015. They were doing great. Then they split in like 2017 and she filed for divorce. But they never officially finished it, so it was closed and they got back together maybe a month or two later. Eventually they had 2 more children together. Again, we had stayed best friends this whole time. So eventually a couple of years ago, she randomly texted me asking me if I was interested in a new job working from home. Coincidentally, I had just found out the day before that I needed knee surgery, and given that I at the time was a retail store manager, I was panicking about how I would work while recovering from surgery. I decided to take the leap and say yes to the job offer from my best friend to work for her, then husband's company in the construction industry. I've been with him for 2 years and have absolutely loved every moment. I sincerely love my job. He is a fantastic boss. He has helped me with things he didn't need to, just to show he appreciates me. He sent me $700 at one point to help me settle a medical debt with my psychiatrist because my health insurance had lapsed because I was misled by my insurance agent and told me not to worry about paying it back. He raised me $10K on my 1-year anniversary, and I cried and thanked him because that would cover the increase in my health insurance. Then he texted me that he raised me another $5K so I could enjoy the raise and not have it all go to health insurance. He bought me a brand new iPad in my fave color just because he knew I had wanted one. He even helped me get a second job with another company he works for. I get to do both jobs simultaneously. Both bosses know about the other, obviously. In a 40 to 45-hour work week working from home. And I love both jobs, both what I do and who I work with. I feel extremely fortunate, especially considering I now make more than double what I made at my very physically and mentally demanding job as a retail manager after being there twice as long as I've been with my current companies. So I obviously have a relationship with her soon-to-be ex-husband as not only her spouse and my boss, but as a friend who I've known since she met him. And most importantly, I consider him a friend because they have children together. Once my best friends have children with someone, I'll try everything I can to be friends with both parties because I grew up in a split house and understand how harmful picking sides can be to the kids. So unless one parent is absolutely awful or a deadbeat, once they have kids together, their kids are most important to me, and I will love each parent equally. Now comes the drama. S texts me out of the blue one day here a couple of weeks ago, going off on me about how I went on a girls' trip with M's new girlfriend. I was completely lost as to what she was talking about. She was cussing me, calling me names, saying I did not truly care about her or her kids because I had chosen a friendship with the new girlfriend over S. Up to this point, S had been very back and forth on wanting to get back together with M. Basically, if she had a guy interested in her or she was dating someone, they had been living separately for over a year at this point. She was all about the divorce. If nobody was giving her attention at the moment, she was all about saving her family and getting him back. So I texted her back asking what she's talking about, and she said that she had been told by a trustworthy source that I had gone on a girls' trip with M's new girlfriend. She was not backing down on me being a terrible person and friend despite me absolutely denying those rumors because it wasn't true. I had texted with his new girlfriend a bit only to organize a surprise birthday dinner for him. But that was still a few days away. I had never met this girl in person. Eventually I just say, okay, fine, if this is how you want to end an 18-year friendship, so be it. It shows how much you value our friendship. So, fast forward like 3 weeks. We haven't spoken. She texts me some upsetting news about her family, because obviously I love them after having been around them for 18 years. I express my gratitude for her keeping me in the loop and say they'll be on my mind basically. She apologizes for everything. Says she shouldn't have lashed out. That she's just under a lot of stress with the divorce and the kids and maintaining the house and fighting out life now, etc. How she misses me and regrets lashing out. I said that I understand how that could be, but that it wasn't a great excuse for acting that way. That I would have simply asked her first if it was true. She tells me the person's name that told her this rumor. It was a fellow employee, I'll call her B, of the company I work for, M's company. B had recently started being super aggressive towards me for no reason, to the point 2 other employees approached me about how her aggression towards everything I say was making them feel uncomfortable on virtual company meetings. M had offered to talk to her, but I said no cause I'm not confrontational, I just ignore stuff. I had basically become M's right hand by this time. We felt very comfortable discussing business topics with each other. He runs everything for his company by me. It's a small company, but still comes with a lot of decisions, and we discuss dang near everything before he makes any big decisions. So, naturally, he tells me a lot of things. B had been warning him that I was embezzling and legitimately not doing any work. Like straight up not working. At all. 2 problems with this. I didn't even have access to our company's finances. I knew numbers because M tells me pretty much everything, but I didn't have direct access to the money. So how would I have embezzled? As mentioned before, I have 2 jobs. 1 working for M and 1 working with him. On both jobs, he's my boss. So he knows what I'm doing, when and why. I text him any time I'm not at my desk between the hours of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. He doesn't even care what hours I work, as long as the work gets done, lol. He asked me to please stop texting him my every move because he feels like I feel like he doesn't trust me, face with tears of joy. So I'm working, just not on what B wants me to work on. So B is known to be a liar. S knows this, but she chose to lash out at me anyways. I tell S that I accept her apology and I appreciate it, but I'm not sure if things will ever go back to how they used to be with us because it sincerely hurt me that she thought that little of me, that I would hurt her like that. And since then, things really haven't been the same. I don't feel the urgency to text her back like I used to, or find myself missing hanging out with her. So, AITAH for limiting/changing this friendship dynamic after she lashed out.